Hey, what's up, TruExperience Nation? It's Richard McGaney teaching you how to experience the most. Guys, if you're new around here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Mindset, freedom, weight loss. These are the topics that we cover on a regular basis. If you vibe with those topics, but more importantly, my energy behind them, you just like the feel, bro. You like me for talking about it, okay? Do yourself a favor, get connected, stay connected, because we go live. We're bringing content every day. All right. Now, we are on the topic of freedom. Freedom! We want wealth creation. We're trying to change our mindset. This is money mindset tip number 16 about how the rich think. Middle class sees money as a finite resources, while the world class sees money as an infinite resource. So the average person believes there's a limited amount of money, right? You need to struggle, fight for their share before somebody else gets it. Bro, we out here like hungry hippos. Okay, you ever play that game? You're just going crazy, hoarding, holding up everything you can, gobbling up as much as you can, and then holding on to it, right? Because you're scared you're about to run out. If you don't act now, it's going to be gone forever. And because of that mindset, you struggle so hard to get it. You think it's hard to come by. You have a scarcity mindset. You're not willing to really share it. You're like, hey, I can't help you out because I need it. I can't help you, bro. There's not much out there. You don't grow on trees. That type of mentality, that philosophy. And, if it's hard to keep, you got to work hard to get it. It's harder to keep on to, then that mindset that we've been programmed with, a lot of people have, I don't care if it's the media, your parents, what they teach you in school, that keeps you from really acquiring any kind of abundant wealth to be able to live a higher quality of life here on earth. And the same is true for world class, except somewhere along the way, they were able to reprogram their beliefs to develop a healthy relationship with money. Now, this should have been highlighted in the book, the word healthy relationship with money. And he goes on to clarify the difference between upper class and world class. I can't wait to get to that part in just a second. But healthy relationship, guys, that's important. And I want to think about the idea of reprogramming your mind. You control what you put in there. You control how you perceive it, and you can control what comes out of it. Even if you've been taught one way, you can reprogram yourself because you're at the age where you can figure out things for yourself on what to do, on how to, increase your living, on how to create wealth. I don't know if you've ever read the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, but I did a long time ago. And for those who don't know, it's about a guy who had what he considered a poor dad. And then he had, what was it? It wasn't an adopted dad. I don't know if it was a friend's dad, another mentor, somebody he looked up to. He called his rich dad. He would get lessons from what he considered to be poor dad, which is a normal, middle class working dude. But he told him all these concepts. Money doesn't grow on trees. Something about your worth. You got to get as much as you can, hoard what you got, those type of philosophies. And the rich dad was teaching him how to think differently about money, about being able to solve problems, about being able to create value. And so that reprogramming led him to act differently and attract money to him. I want to hit really quick on a healthy relationship, bro. You can have a very unhealthy relationship with money. And this chapter has almost kind of helped me loosen up even more so as I've been going through this book, because some of the stuff they say in here, I naturally resist. I'm scared of having selfish ambition. I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I believe in the Bible. And there's great warnings about that, about selfish ambition. It's not a good thing. It's not good to have that. And so when I read stuff that's always teetering towards, create more wealth, get more riches, there's something inside of me that just, is like a warning that I need to be cautious of. And when it's about having a healthy relationship, I can get behind that, because money can be destructive if you allow it to be. And so as we're going through this book and you're reprogram your mind to think that you're going to be a good steward of the things that the Lord's blessed you with when this stuff comes in, and be able to give back out of your abundance to others and do well for others. But always remember that it's not because of your own selfish ability, that it's because the Lord has granted you these blessings and that He's allowed you to get this stuff. and that it comes from him, and you just holding on to it. And so you need to take care of those things that you have. That's what I would consider to be a healthy relationship with money. It's not about the money. My trust isn't in the money. My focus isn't on the money. I don't have trust in the money. I have trust in the Lord. The Lord's providing me a means to that. And so it's his. And so like that really resonated with me. I know the book's not going that direction, but when I read that, that's where I go. And so the rich who have the wealthy, they do use this resource to fuel their passions and bring their dreams to life. It's not the money they crave. Again, it's living life on their terms. I've said this before. There's people out there who make a lot more money than me, but I have freedom. Like I get to decide when I want to stop working and when I want to continue to work or what time I want to get up to start working, or if I want to work when I'm on the road. And I have choices, and the things I do is because I have the choice to do it, and that feels good. And that is a almost invaluable experience that I have. And it's because I have over time adopted some of these philosophies and been able to plug into a system that allows me to solve a problem and allows me to make money while I sleep and things like that, and leverage a system and not just my own efforts. And it's great. Here's where we're going to get into the middle class, the upper class and world class. The middle class always criticize the world class for being greedy, ruthless, and materialistic. And some people out there are like that. Look, there is a segment of successful people, man, that this fits their description to a T. And I'm guilty of categorizing people like this and putting them all in the same bucket. Oh, they're uppity, they got this, they got that. Then they're greedy, they run over anybody, they don't really care about anybody, they're compassionate. Every time they do show compassion, there's an ulterior motive. There's something that they're going to get out of it that they want. They don't really care. They're putting on a front. Like all of that type of stuff. And so that's not fair. That's not fair to categorize everybody who's wealthy as being selfish and ruthless. Right? That's just like, it's like saying somebody who lives on the poor side of town that, they're thieves or they're gang members or they're drug addicts or something like that. Like that's just not true. Of course, there's going to be some people who fit that characteristic in that environment. But there's also going to be some of the best people in the whole wide world who also live in that environment due to circumstances. Well, can't the same be true on the other side? Can't there be some wealthy people who are just flat out evil, but at the same time also be some wealthy people that are the best, most caring, compassionate people in the world? And yes, I've seen both sides. I've witnessed both. And it's really, those experiences have opened my eyes up to be, a little less judgmental on that fact. But it's easy to do, especially when we do without. We want to criticize those who have, because there has to be something, right? I'm a good person, and because I'm a good, nice guys finish last. And because I'm a nice guy, I can't have the wealth. In order to have wealth, I got to be evil, so it's not worth it. That can be true for people who crave the money, for people who trust in the money, for people who love the money. But if it ain't about that, and it's about the other end of that, it's about creating value and the wealth coming in, then you have a much healthier relationship. And those people who fit that description are considered in this book anyway as the upper class, the snooty ones. Let me have my caviar. Poor little man, go away. Rags. Rags. Right? That's what I think of the upper class. And I don't vibe with that, bro. Like I would not get along with that. Like bump that, send me some dominoes, let me kick back on the couch, watch some Netflix, bring my boys in and I don't know, play charades or something. Like that's a good time for me. And so be careful, man. Just don't categorize everybody in the same bucket. But again, world class are people that they are spirit centered. I would consider myself to be spirit centered. And they're among the most caring and compassionate people in the world. And I know some people that give, I just can't even begin to tell you how much they give. And it ain't for recognition. And that's just the giving I know about. I know they give more than is what alluded to. Do they get a reward back from that? It does, because people are attracted to power. People are attracted to those who have means. They're attracted to people who can help them. Like that's somebody worth knowing. If they can give money to your cause, If you want to help battered women and you know somebody who has a giving heart and they have a lot to give, they could do a lot of good with that. And so that's somebody that they want to know. And so, of course, it comes full circle. If you're able to continue to give value, it puts you and gives you more opportunities. But anyway, I like this chapter. I wanted to get into that and some of the differences between upper class and world class. And here's the thing that this chapter ends with. If they can do it, why can't you? It's possible for you to achieve a level of wealth that's comfortable for you, that makes you happy, that doesn't change you. Like, think about the possibilities. Find something to plug into. We're here to challenge the way you think. You got to change the way you think so you can change the things that you're doing, so you can change what you get. If you're looking to plug into a system, I've found one. I've struggled over and over and over to make money online, and I finally, before I found what I found, we just struggled, always paycheck to paycheck, always worrying about what was coming next. And now that's not the case. I found something. My wife and I, we work from home. We get paid literally to lose weight, and we help other people do the same thing. And we can help you. You could do it too. And if that's something you might be open to getting any piece of information about, I would reach out. Like, hit me up. Shoot me a message, say, yo, Rich, I'm kind of looking to make an extra $300 to $1,500 a month. What's up, man? What's this thing you got going on? It might be a fit for me. And I'll just shoot some information over. You look and you come to your own conclusion if it's what you want or not. But guys, y'all know what it is. Love, peace, and chicken grease. I'm out.